Greetings, Douglas County citizens. I am Commissioner Henry Mitchell III of District 1. My heart goes out to the many families that may have already been touched, yet alone affected by this coronavirus. Nevertheless, today, I reach out to you to hopefully bring you some form of a resource, essential resources that may help you as we attempt to flatten the curve of this coronavirus, aka COVID-19. Now, let me start by saying this. I did some research and followed a gentleman who's a doctor in New York by the name of Dr. David Price. He's on the front lines. And he said a few essentials are, and they're simple. He said, if we would do a few things and be cognizant of a few things that we're doing, we could flatten the curve and get beyond this virus, this enemy that's attacking our country. And here they are. He said, just do these things. Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. Keep yourself and keep your hands from touching items like going to the grocery store and touching and picking up the items. And then when you pick up that item, just make sure that you wash your hands or sanitize your hands. It's got to be a constant wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. That will flatten the curve because now the virus can't spread. Here's what else he said. We are not cognizant of what we're doing with our hands, meaning we go and pick up items and we scratch our eyes, rub our nose, put our hands in our mouth. That's how the virus spreads. All you got to do is this. Be cognizant of the use of your hands. While using your hands, just make sure that when you touch items, when you go up that elevator, when you go into the grocery stores, just make sure you take along some hand sanitizer. So when you do make that item or pick up that item or make that purchase, just continuously washing your hands. And I promise you, we'll beat this enemy. This corona outbreak has been devastating to our US of A, to our state of Georgia, and most of all, to our local Douglas County community. It is imperative that you follow the CDC guidelines, the guidelines of the federal, the state, and your local leaders. Recently, as we all know, we implemented a voluntary emergency ordinance that recently was passed by this commission. As you all know, this virus has been a burden on our school system. Many kids have been affected, our local businesses, small and large, and it's pushed our hospitals, WellStar, into the limits. Wow. But we still need your help. As you all are aware, several closings have already happened right here in Douglas County. Some to include our schools, as I spoke about earlier, the parks and recreations, libraries. We've altered the senior citizens' activities. Here, as I stand as one of your local leaders, I want to reach out to you with hopefully some resources that will help you get through this pandemic. And yes, we can. If you by chance as a parent happen to have a student in the Douglas County school system, reach out to the school system and find out how they're providing students with meals. I don't have all the information, but I know I got to give kudos to my dear friend, Devitrion Caldwell, and Mr. Superintendent North, and all the school board members. Thank you for a job well done. Now, those of you who may have questions about the Meals on Wheels program for our seniors, oh yes, it's simple. All I ask is that you reach out and talk to Miss Gilchrist. She can help you out with all the information about how they're still providing Meals on Wheels. Questions pertaining to statewide admissions, well, just simply go to their website. Okay, for those of you who are small business owners, I know this pandemic is going to affect your bottom line and the economic system of Douglas County. Well, there's help. The SBA is backing loans at your banks, so you can go and request a loan, possibly getting it, and being backed by the SBA. As this coronavirus continues to circulate throughout our country, yet along throughout the Douglas County community, let's be sure to check on our seniors. Let's be sure to be safe and practice social distancing. Let's continue to follow the guidelines of the CDC. And also, as Dr. David Price stated earlier, we need to watch what we're touching. Sanitize our hands. Make sure that you don't rub your eyes, your nose, your mouth, because that's how this virus travels. We need your help. We need for you to help us in this Douglas County community. And it's simple. Wash your hands. If you get nothing out of this message, just make sure you wash your hands, sanitize your hands, and watch what and whom you touch. Let's flatten this curve. I feel confident that we as Douglasvillians, we can do it. We can flatten the curve, but we need all of our help to do it. I want you to stay happy, be healthy, and be safe during this outbreak. Thank you, and thank you for listening.